The beautiful aroma of freshly picked apples. Quite magical. I've been over some of the apple trees, harvesting some of the apples. This one here is a little cooker. And as you can see, some of them I've just picked up because they're windfalls. I've eaten one and it's just a completely different taste from anything that you buy in the shops. Beautiful. So it's a very calm day here. There's a little tiny bit of breeze, not too much, just enough to get the wind chimes moving quite gracefully. Beautiful sound, isn't it? So as I was walking through the gardens, I came across quite a lot of mushrooms. I think this is going to be the autumn of the mushroom, without a doubt. And the beautiful rose hips. I'm trying to slow down my filming because when I watch these videos back, I can see I can see how this works. It's the only way that I can explain it. One imagines that, you know, the film that you're filming is just what you're seeing, but in actual fact, what you see back on the screen goes much faster than what you see. So just slowing it down is going to be something I'm consciously aware of doing now. But it does take a slightly different way of thinking. Got some lovely autumn leaves now. This is from the sycamore. People worry a lot about these black spots on the leaves, you know. But you have to remember that this is the end of the growing season and the black spots on the leaves matter not. You see, just looking up through the sycamore. I've talked to so many people over the years who've got very upset about their trees and said, oh, they look as though they're diseased. I think it's a little bit like, as we grow older, we get liver spots on our skin. If you have a look at my hand there, look, there's a few little liver spots. Can you see them? Little brown spots like freckles? I think the same happens to the trees, the leaves. Look where he is. There's masses of willow now to cut. This makes wonderful kindling. In fact, I'm going to go in now shortly and light the stove. I wasn't feeling too well last night. In fact, I felt quite ill. I obviously got a stomach bug from something that I ate, and I did have tea out yesterday with my brother, so it may have been that, or it may have been the rye bread that I ate last night. I don't know. But anyway, I really felt very ill, and so I've had a good lie in bed this morning and just chilled out a bit. But this is now the right time to stop drinking this morning coffee that I usually have, and to transfer that morning delight onto either tea, like breakfast tea or Assam tea or herbal teas. Because I did make my coffee this morning and I just felt quite sick, even smelling it. So I'm thinking to myself that this is nature's way of telling me, okay, Colette, that's enough now. You've done pretty well this year. Now it's time for another phase and move away from this. Because you see, I couldn't drink my coffee without sugar, a fair bit of sugar, and also creamer. So I've been using the soya cream, the coconut cream, but again, it's not where I want to be heading in terms of my general diet and health. So I poured most of that coffee away, and I made myself a peppermint tea, which I can only describe as just delicious, and it was very comforting, because I felt quite fragile. My stomach was heaving quite a lot, and the peppermint tea just worked a treat. So just going to let you see these beautiful little mushrooms here. So we'll continue our walk up towards the stone circle. So I have to have a shower soon and get dressed, because I'm still in my gym jams at this very late hour, but I'm not apologising for it, because there are times when you just have to stay in bed. And Sammy Bear was curled up in the small of my back. In fact, he's still there. He thinks I'm going back, but I'm not. I also have to pop into town and talk to Aidan at the printers. Fairly big branches broken off the ash tree here. Just see it. So I'll take that down to the barn and break it up for kindling. Now I'm also intending to take you-know-who out for you-know-what. You-know-who begins with J, you-know-what begins with W. I can't say more than that because he's already learning how to spell words. Too clever by half. So I think that that's going to do me a lot of good as well, just to go for a nice gentle dander. He's showing off now, look. He's showing off. Oh, there he goes again. There he goes again. Oh. So, I could just spend the entire day just walking around the woodland gardens here. Just beautiful. Do you recall the big piece of bedrock here? You can just see a little bit of it now, but it's a massive bit. Those of you who have seen previous videos and gone onto the website will know just how big this piece of bedrock is. It's a massive slab. Well, look, it's been completely populated by, well, almost completely populated by moss, and now plants are growing in the moss. So you can see how nature regenerates herself, given half a chance. And one last thing to say before I leave you. Bob has left a really interesting comment under yesterday's video, the one taken down at Lochran Castle. Now, he refers to a portal grave down there. Well, I actually seen that yesterday, and it was so spectacular, plus these incredibly ancient oaks. It was so spectacular that I said to Hugh, I'm going to come back next week. We'll go for tea again, and at Lochran, because it's not expensive. Beautiful place and not really expensive to have tea for two. I'm going to make a video down there. It is absolutely incredible. So I may make a couple of videos, you know, like 10-minute slot videos, because it's incredible. And I think you'll read in Bob's comment under the video, because he posted a link to Wikipedia, and normally I don't allow links on the comments because, you know, you can get links to all kinds of crazy things and I don't have time to look through them. But Bob has left comments before, so I had a look at the link and I thought, oh, this is very interesting. So a little taster of what's to come next week. So blessings to you all.